Yo, welcome to Table and Bumps, a pro wrestling podcast where we talk about wrestling promotions like WWE and AEW. We get tinfoil wrestling theories and debate pressing subjects in the world of wrestling. Hopefully, all under 60 minutes. I'm Ringside P. I'm joined by Wade. Marlon's out for the week, but next week, hopefully, he'll be back. Enjoy your vacation, Marlon. Before we get started, make sure you guys give a GTS to that subscribe button. Like, share, comment, give us feedback, man, so we get a different perspective from the other side of the ring, y'all. Today, topics of discussion. We usually have a 3 count, but today we're doing 2 count. We got our what's popping. We're gonna be talking about CM Punk in the Bloodline. We're talking about the IC title. We're talking about the women's IC title. We're talking about Full Gear. There's other topics too. We might have a 10 for a 3 too. So, man, let's get started today.
Exactly, no pop.
Gotta have my
Pop.
We're gonna get into CM Punk because that's probably the biggest theme from the week. You know.
Yeah, I would say so.
So I'm watching the show, right? And I'm like, man, what's going on? Because I just expected it to be Seth Rollins. We got Bronson Reed out there already, you know?
Yeah.
And then I just like the build up to everything. So backstage is the OG Bloodline. They're like, man, once you ask Cody Rhodes, Roman's like, nah, he dead in every suggestion that they put out. Cody Rhodes, nah, Seth Rollins gave Sammy the look. They didn't even say no, he just gave him a look. And he's like, man, we go out there, we don't need nobody. If we go out there, we die. He volunteered everyone just to just die for no reason. He hasn't even apologized yet, but today we're gonna go die together, like a
He's
Sparta or something like that. So we go out there, and, obviously it's five on four, and Solo. I want to say so. It's getting better, man. Like, yeah, he ain't got the same aura, but I can tell that he's working at the character, and I feel like it's becoming more of his personality than what he was trying to portray someone else. So that's cool to see. And then the first major pop is Paul Heyman. We didn't know when he was going to come back, so he comes out. That's a surprise. He goes into his thing. We can't have war games. War games can't be 4-on-5. It has to be 5-on-5. So it will be 5-on-5, and then I think everyone's surprised, and maybe some people kind of predicted it already. I think Marlon kind of made a prediction too earlier.
yeah, I told him he was dumb for that prediction, I think, too.
I gotta walk that back, man. So the second Sydney Saint himself, CM Punk, comes out, taping his hand up with just one hand because he just needs one hand to punch, I guess. Taping one hand up, comes out, and flies in the ring, and his battle was 5-on-5. CM Punk is doing the OG Bloodline, and I don't know, man. I felt like it should have been. I was a strong advocate for Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens being part of it, and then I was cool with Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins, because that still made sense to me. The CM Punk thing throws me off a little bit. I do get the tie-in. Paul Heyman, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, the Shield, but I don't know. From there, it's a great pop, and I think the match is going to be solid. What are your stands on CM Punk being part of the Bloodline?
I think for storyline wise, it's actually better if you have Seth kind of actually have said no and not just cave in and join Cody. Because now there's someone who um, can kind of be on KO's side with everything. Because if you just had Seth kind of like everyone was kind of cowering and joining Roman that was on Cody's team. Essentially, it's all flip. But if you have someone that still shows us a backbone, it kind of makes Kevin Owens' case a little bit better. Like, see, freaking Seth didn't join Rand or didn't join
Roman.
the Bloodline. You didn't have to do that. So I think it helps the Cody and KO storyline better if you actually have someone that thinks a similar way to KO that, like I just fought against this guy and sacrificed my body
Yeah,
so that,
literally sacrificed my body. Yeah.
yeah, literally sacrificed my body. I'm not just going to join his team because he needs help. Like, well, everything that Solo's done, if you think about it, nothing has he done anything worse than what Roman has done
No,
over
not at all.
like
It's
four
not even close.
years?
No, it's not even
Yeah,
close. Yeah,
like the stuff Roman did was like worse, which I think they should have tried to at least make Seth or make uh the stuff the new Bloodline do like kind of crazier or something. I don't think they ever. I think they were trying to accomplish that, but never like really
I feel
did.
like maybe like the first couple weeks, I thought we saw like no, it wasn't. It's maybe like a month into it. I think we saw like
Yeah.
that aggression, and I think they did something like they wilded out a little bit. Maybe they just destroyed like I think the Profits supposed to be a tag team, or someone's supposed to be come out and they beat
Oh,
them up
and
in the back.
NXT, the
Yeah,
NXT one.
that, and then before then, I was like, oh man, this is great. This is what we needed from the OG Bloodline to take over Raw to be unstoppable. That like it tasted
Yeah.
amazing over there. It looked they did the be unstoppable would just be causing chaos, and they haven't did that, and it should have been like the worst of the two evils, right? Either you join up with Roman to stop the OG Bloodline, or the OG Bloodline, just, I mean the Bloodline 2.0 just run rampant. So that would have made sense, but they didn't do that. Like I said, they didn't put them up properly to make them so that they were just this dominating force. They need to be taken out.
Yeah, I like really I think KO makes more sense. Which like a heel should make sense somewhat, like to be a good
Yeah,
heel. But I'm like, what are they're not doing anything worse, and Roman did so many years of it that
yeah.
it's not even comparable in my opinion. So
We
yeah, I
talking
don't
about
think
from April to November. That's only 7 months that 2.0 has been out here, really doing stuff. And like I say, in comparison to Roman's four
yeah.
years, 7 months. They don't have any major titles and like that, except for the no, they don't have tag team titles
They
anymore.
don't even have tag
Yeah,
team
they don't have
titles.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, it's like what are they controlling? Nothing.
yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my issue. So I think they did really need this part of the story to kind of poke holes in Cody Rhodes and um those guys' kind of logic with helping Roman because you shouldn't help him.
Mhm.
You should get his ass beat way more, to be honest. He was terrible to everyone on that show and all of WWE for a long ass time. So and but like yeah, like what you said about Solo, I'm actually Roman's great. Like I'm not comparing saying Solo's as good as Roman or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying his character more than Roman's character right now. Because Roman, oh, he's just like kind of there and a badass, and then he'll just like make a funny look at someone when they suggest Seth Rollins or something, and then
yeah.
that's that's all it's very limited in what we're getting from him. But Solo is actually like making me laugh almost every single episode with
He's
his
having
antics.
fun.
Yeah,
He- He's
he's
having
been
fun. He's
killing
making
me.
faces. He's mocking people.
When
You
he's like,
know.
"Ooh," like doing like the laugh thing or whatever, I was
Yeah,
dying. Yeah, I actually
like
like him a
it's
lot.
yeah. I'm enjoying the evolution of Solo Sikoa right now. And that's great to see. How do you feel? Okay, and so I get your point about Seth Rollins sticking to his guns and not joining up with Roman. But I also kind of would have liked it too, because I would have liked to see this Kevin Owens just be crazier. Like he's seeing everyone that he was friends with and had joined alliance with go to the other side and just push him to be more psychotic, more of a lunatic. Like he's already done, the power driver was a banned move. What else is now in his repertoire? Just like, yo, I'm off the hinge. I'm a lunatic, off the hinge, and I'm gonna do whatever because what I thought was right in the world is wrong. And everyone that was I was on their side are pretty much turning their back toward me and siding with a guy like you said that for the last 4 years made my life miserable. They tried to take me out. They cheated me out of the championship numerous times,
I
and
know
now
so many.
yeah. And now I'm here and no one's hearing what I'm saying. It's like I'm insane. I'm like I'm crazy. I'm in uh a psychiatric hospital in
A
a sense,
glass case of
and
emotions. Yeah.
yeah,
See, I mean, you're right with that. I kind of see it as like having Seth go again with him kind of validates him though.
Yeah.
So and I feel like with the line that he had with Cody where he's like, I I love Randy. Uh and like he
I hate you.
basically almost tried to yeah, and I hate you. So I think we're already getting that vibe. Oh, Hobie's gonna about to go crazy. And I hope he
Yeah.
beats Cody, to be honest. Um Even if they do a flip flop with the belt, I'd be cool with that.
Mhm.
Um have them wrestle back at the Rumble. I think that would be I'd be fine with that. Who else would you have Cody wrestle to Rumble?
No one else. But so I feel like KO needs to win this because he lost last time to Cody at what was that? That wasn't Crown Jewel. What was that? That wasn't Backlash.
It was another Saudi one, I think, right?
I feel like it was recent. So it was like I forgot what it was though. But he lost to Cody
Oh,
there.
SummerSlam maybe? Yeah.
Was it SummerSlam? No, because I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't pull the
And
trigger.
so yeah. So I feel like he can't lose again and have another match. These trilogies where Cody beats the guy 3 times in a row just don't make sense to me.
No.
It's no real point in the trilogy that way, you know. Um, so I like the idea, even if KO doesn't win by pinfall, if he wins by DQ, because I still feel like we're starting to question. We're gonna begin to question Cody's character per se, because he all the stuff that he's going through. Like I feel like we saw a little bit against AJ Styles in an I Quit match. He had AJ pinned in the corner with the steel stairs,
Oh,
and
he was gonna just
yeah, he
actually
did something
murder
like
him.
yeah, that's something like the face would do, you know. And then so now he's in this match with KO, who's just off the hinges and ready to do whatever. Pretty much to paralyze you and take you out. You have to amp your level up. You have to go to the darkness. It's like Batman in a sense, like like
Bane. The darkness consumes me or whatever.
or like with the Joker. Only thing the Joker wanted to do with Batman was make him kill someone. He wanted Batman to break his rule, and that's kind of what Cody is right now. Is he still has like some type of moral compass, and these people are constantly trying to push that compass to the dark side. And I think we're gonna get that part. And maybe this could be the possible beginning to the heel turn. Once we start seeing stuff that Cody is on like a babyface to do, then it's like, man, this dude can't really go back anymore, you know?
He's already showing it because he flipped out on Carmelo,
Yeah, yeah,
and yeah, I mean, I probably if I just got in an argument and then some dude like Carmelo plays that like just the annoying dickhead that's just like, yeah, we all think he's right, like just says the one thing that you shouldn't say like right after. I had a friend. This is on my wrestling team in college. I was like saying stuff to him, like kind of egging him on a little bit, and then someone's like, "Oh, are you talking about so and so's sister about the like?" And then my friend just like snapped, like, and he's like the nicest guy ever. And started slamming my other friend's head like into the locker, but I was the one who got him like all riled up beforehand. But I wasn't the person who crossed the line, and the other guy just getting his head slammed in the locker. So I related to that situation a lot in that Cody Mello thing, but
oh
yeah,
man,
I don't know. All of this is they're doing a really good job with these stories though.
yeah,
CM Punk and KO have heat too, so that's another kind of good thing
yeah.
that you got going.
And still we get back to CM Punk himself because Seth hates Roman, he hates CM Punk. So you got two people that you hate are on the same team again, or on the same team now, you know? So that too.
And they're gonna have CM Punk beat Bronson Reed, which will kind of be the thing leading to set like, oh, I beat Bronson Reed and you lost to him once type of thing. Like
Yeah,
they're using the same type of guys to like show who's got superiority too. Because I'm assuming they're going to go right into Bronson Reed next, with
yeah,
CM Punk. So I don't know. All of it makes sense. So I'm pretty pumped. Um, I mean, we still don't know who murdered Jade Cargill, but um, yeah,
That's part of my
yeah.
that's part of my tinfoil. I'm gonna get into that, Wesley.
Okay, all right. I'm excited for that. All right, that's all I got though.
Yeah, no, this me. What you got next for your what's popping?
I want to talk a little bit about Full Gear, which in pure AEW fashion was real freaking long. It was like 4 hours, and there were some really, really good matches, which is normal. And they had like, I'll just point out the stuff I really liked and the stuff that disappointed me. And main thing that disappointed me was Ricochet. He
Hmm.
had a not good match against Takeshita, and never seen Takeshita have a bad match. So that was not great in my opinion because I feel like Takeshita gives everyone good matches.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that was not awesome in my opinion. They
What do you think the reason for that was?
I don't they try to do a weird style of a match kind of that like is not in Ricochet's wheelhouse kind of like
Mm,
where um they try to like ground it and make it more realistic almost. I don't know what but the agenting was weird and then Ricochet kind of like it looked like he in the beginning kind of like botched like two things like almost right in a row. And then I felt like not to like the last 5 minutes of the match pick up at all. Like I was not. It was like one of my least favorite matches on the card
okay.
out of nine. So just it did not click. And their triple threat that they had with Osprey was awesome, like a month ago. So uh, I don't know. I'm blaming it on Ricochet because I've seen Takeshita wrestle like a dozen times this year, and it's been awesome every time. Like it's like a floor of a four-star match. So I don't know what happened. I think Ricochet needs to get more used to AEW style, maybe.
Okay.
Because yeah, I've not really liked him that much, and he was talking about how no company like right before this pay-per-view has like given him the opportunity to like lead a company, and he like wants that opportunity, and I'm like, bro, you like kind of suck the most at everyone on the pay-per-view almost. So I don't know. Like if you say stuff like that, you got to ball out, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know what's
So
crazy? So you remember the reel I sent you guys that I made about him.
yeah,
So recently, almost every day, people are on there like going back and forth, which is great for traffic for me. But it's like people are seeing something in this. You know, I made it early on, like when he first made the jump as a joke, and it's
yeah,
still a joke. But now people are taking it to heart, and it seems like there's some actual like arguments in there about him being over in AEW, and when he was on in WWE, they were trying to protect him. You know, protect his
I don't
weaknesses in a sense.
I
At
don't
least
know if it
the
was.
mic
I
work
think
and
they
stuff
just
like
didn't
that.
push him. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
he
agree
just,
that.
yeah, I think he just doesn't have charisma really, but he
Uh-huh.
does cool moves. So like, he could do cool stuff. He's not as athletic anymore either. If he would have gone, if AEW would have existed right when he went to WWE, because I don't know if it had existed yet, he would have had crazy matches and probably would still be at a higher level because he would have had to be pushing himself. But
Yeah,
like I disagree. I think WWE did a disservice to him because they never let him wrestle what like the way
yeah,
he was known for, and it was just like a boring match. And then he'd hit like a triple front flip, and I'm like, all right, like
yeah. I think we were saying too before about him was he had the ability to make everyone else look great in matches
yeah,
and that's a real art to do. You know, but like you say, like he never. It's hard to say he never really got an opportunity because he did win singles championships, and I think he was the tag team champion before. But to really actually feel important on that roster, I don't think they ever made that effort to
no.
do that to him.
They gave him IC and like US title when they didn't care about it.
Yeah,
Because I think
I
Gunther
think
was the one who beat him, right?
yeah, that was the start of the run.
So
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, like I just don't think he's like a top 10 guy. I don't
He's
think
not
he
the Kobe
has,
Bryant. He's not Kobe with it, like you said.
or Shaq, or you know what I mean, someone that I have higher ranked. But yeah, no, Kobe's a top 10 guy, obviously. And he's no Tim Duncan either, like a top 5 guy. So, uh, actually, he has the charisma of Tim Duncan, kind of. So, and I don't dislike him. He just is online too much. Like, we already talked about this before, like him arguing with people online
Yeah,
and stuff. It's
yeah.
like, bro, what are you doing? But people get offended too about him, and I don't. He hasn't had like a really cool match in like years, so I don't know why he's that big of a topic, in my opinion. But
I think
um,
it's just that someone left the E and went over to AEW. That's all it is. And
yeah,
like they're not like he's not a bum. You know, he's not like he's a bum. So he is good. So that I think that's kind of what it is. If he was a bum and some third C
like
list
Lexus
wrestler,
King.
yeah, who made the switch? Baby made it the other way, and it's like, man, I thought he was gonna be on the rise, and it wasn't nothing yet so far.
No, they're
He's
making
just,
him a
he got a
baby
fresh cut.
face right now. They're
He's
making him a
having a fresh cut
baby.
every week.
He should just stick a heel. I don't know what they're doing with him because he's a funny heel. But yeah, they had the Big Boom AJ from the Costco guys against
Uh-huh.
QT Marshall. I don't know if you saw that match because you can watch it on YouTube. It was pretty entertaining, like way better than I expected.
Okay.
And apparently the Costco guy had a broken foot the whole match too.
I saw a little video of it, and that was the title. That he did all that with a broken
Yeah,
foot.
he did like a superplex off the top rope and
Yeah.
stuff. I couldn't. It was it wasn't it wasn't an amazing match, but for that type of like weird famous person like viral person match, it was about as good as it could be for that type of match.
Nice.
Of some old like guy in his 50s that hasn't wrestled in 20 years. I thought it was pretty good. Um Mercedes Monet had an awesome match with Chris
Okay.
Statlander. It's probably her best match since her first one. So that was good. Moxley versus Orange Cassidy was really good, super bloody. And then Kyle Fletcher versus Osprey. Fletcher, I think he's 26 or something. That was like a star-making match. Like I would suggest to anyone who hasn't watched that, you should definitely watch that match. They actually had Fletcher beat Osprey completely clean
Mm.
and like kind of kick Osprey's ass like the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
So it was uh it was really good. And it's not Fletcher's been one of my favorite people this year. I've seen him wrestle in person a few times, and I think he's someone even more impressive in person because you see how big he is too, and then you see him doing flips and shit, and you're like, this dude's like 6'3", 6'4", and is crazy athletic. So yeah, and he's got the character work down really well. So yeah, overall it was a pretty good card. Something stuck out. Ricochet was that was very disappointing. And I figure I'd bring that up since we talk about him a decent amount. Uh,
What do you think about Bobby Lashley versus Rose?
it was fine. It was like a
Okay.
WWE style match, kind of. Like Bobby looked good. Um, Swerve got stuff in, but they didn't make it too back and forth. I think because you're trying to push
Mm.
Bobby Lashley into something, and I think Swerve might actually be injured, so they're probably going to write him off for a little bit.
Okay.
Uh, just to help with his shoulder and stuff. But yeah, it was fine. It was better than MJF's match with Roderick Strong, I thought. That match was fine. A lot of the matches were just like fine. Like I was hoping Bobby Lashley versus Swerve would be better, and it was a decent match, but I think it was right after the it might have been right after the Osprey match or like pretty soon after. and I was like exhausted after watching that match because that show is crazy. So anyone that has to go like immediately after Osprey kind of sucks. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to wrestle after that. Like I think he's the most valuable wrestler in any company right now. Um,
Okay.
he has a good match every time, brings the best out of everyone. He's pretty good at promos. If AEW didn't have him right now, they would be super screwed, I think. He's like the one glimmer of hope right now that's going on. Other than they have the Continental Classic starting up, so yeah. But that's all I got for that. Did you see much from coverage on that?
I saw like clips from Swerve and Bobby. That's why I asked about that. I saw something where I think he did the almost like a coup de grace through the announce table. I think it was.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. I saw a clip of that. I actually saw a clip of the console guy wrestling that. Um, I've seen that the the knee that Orange Cassidy had caught in the middle of the ring from
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I saw the clip of that. So that was cool. No, that's pretty much what I saw from it though. Was that those themes?
I would try to catch Fletcher and Osprey. If I find a link to it, I'll send it to you. And then
Mm,
Mercedes and Chris Statlander. Those are by far those
best
matches
ones.
were like, yeah, like some of the best matches I've seen in a bit. For sure. Like
I
I was impressed with Mercedes.
I can't wait for him to go to Max because
Oh yeah,
like I
that'll be
say
sick.
when you can get the deal, you can watch him already. Because not saying I don't want to spend $50 to watch him because I spent crazy amount of money to go watch live wrestling, but then to watch it and hope that it be good versus Army already having a subscription to like Peacock right now for $10. That's what I'm hoping. We get
Dude,
everything on Max.
I didn't even pay on pay-per-view.com. Like
No,
it asked me to make a profile, I made a profile and then I just watched it. I don't know if there's a glitch, but like I watched it throughout like over the course of a day. Like it's not like
uh,
it randomly let me go in
yeah,
that one time. It like I had to reload it like a few times and like skip. I maybe try that out. Like, but yeah, try pay-per-view.com because
okay,
yeah, I like logged in and then I just watched it and I'm like I never put in my credit card info, so I don't know what happened. So yeah, I just logged in on my phone and did it. So
okay,
you might you might be able to catch it for free. Um, and just skip the matches I didn't talk about.
okay.
Just save
Cool.
yourself 2 hours.
We're gonna move on to the 3 count now.
Yeah, I'm good to go on the 3 count.
All right, so now we about to get into our three. Well, before we get into the 3 count, what do you guys think about if you saw Full Gear? Let us know your comments and thoughts about that. How you guys feel about CM Punk being the fifth member of the OG Bloodline for War Games? But you guys decided for War Games. Has it hyped up for you now? Where can the storyline go from here? You know, let us know. Comment below on all that good stuff there. We can get our 3 count. Our 3 count is three topics or topics that are pressing near dear to our soul. That just burning a hole in our soul, and we just got to get off our chest. Um, you want to go first this time, Wade?
Yeah, I could go first. Um, I wanted to talk about the relationships or like lack thereof between like AEW and smaller companies and WWE and smaller companies. Um,
Okay.
there's a new story that just came out. I don't know if you had seen. I believe it was with Chris Van Fleet that had Ricky Starks an
Yes.
interview.
Actually, yeah. I didn't see the interview, but I think I caught part of the story.
So at first, I had thought AEW like kind of cut ties with GCW because Ricky Starks was kind of like ripping on AEW, even though he's under contract with them for like another year, which is a choice. I don't know why he's doing that. But apparently the owner of GCW started talking crap about AEW, the Tony Khan's dad, for no reason.
Mm,
I don't know why. So then Tony Khan's just like, nope, we're not letting anyone else from AEW wrestle at your shows. Um, and it's kind of a weird environment because you have like they kind of had a relationship, but then someone says one thing and it's eliminated. Then you have like AEW has relationships with Stardom, New Japan, and CMLL, but then they'll just steal their best people uh when they can every time, which is kind of weird. Also,
yeah.
WWE does the same thing. Um they have like Marigold, which is the guy who used to do Stardom went and started Marigold, the new women's division. They have like a relationship with them. Noah, another Japanese uh wrestling league that I think Shinsuke has been wrestling over. So was oh gosh, what's his
AJ.
name? AJ, yeah, AJ, and
Yeah.
then they had some NXT guys wrestle in a tournament over there that like to get them experience. Josh Briggs and Tavion Heights. Um,
Okay.
and then there's one league that both of them send people to, which is Bloodsport, which is weird that that one for some reason WWE and AEW are down to send people to because WWE just sent like Carmen Petrovich and someone else over, and I think AEW might have sent someone over too. So it's just I want to know what your thoughts are with it because they act like they're trying to help each other out, but then the two big ones kind of just dominate and dick over the other ones anytime they want, and then they'll like oh, and then you have WWE and TNA. I forgot about that one too. Uh, where like WWE will just send the weirdest stuff to TNA usually.
Oh, right. It froze for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
One second. I can't.
It's working now.
Okay, there we go. I hear you now. One second. So I saw something where Matt Cardona had said that he had got Ricky Starks taken off of there, off of GCW too. So I don't
I
know
think
if that
he's
was true.
actually I think he's friends with Ricky Starks though. I think he was joking.
Okay. All right,
Because
cool.
both of them I think were in Cody Rhodes' wedding or like they're like really good friends with Cody Rhodes. So I'd be shocked if he was trying to be a dick to Ricky Starks, in my opinion. I could be wrong though. They might maybe they hate each other, but I would guess since Cody is like both of them are like really really good friends with Cody Rhodes, I would be really surprised if
They hate each other, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Like we talked about so much like where there's all these different promotions. You know, we got the two at the top of the pyramid, you know, AEW and WWE, and then you got all like the smaller ones underneath there. And it's good to see that WWE works with more smaller companies than because we've never seen that before, you know. So that's cool to see that. But you also don't want to see them just take these smaller companies, biggest stars, and then did much for those smaller companies, you know, like. But it is also like, well, let's say in a case of like Joe Hendry, you know, like if the E took Joe Hendry and paid him gave him a big contract or whatever, can I? Who would be at fault for that? Like
Yeah.
because he put the work in. Because I think all these guys will want to put the work in to get to the top level. You know, whether it's WWE or AEW, they want to get that payday. So I don't think they want to stay where they're at for this long period of time. I don't know. Like it's tricky because it's supposed to be like a good like ecosystem for professional wrestling. So you're supposed to be able to give, supposed to be able to take, and maybe this WWE ID thing might be something like that to where
I
we can
don't
no,
I don't
it's
think
crazy. Like
so.
no,
No, that's
you
just to
gotta get
take their best people. That's the whole
yeah.
point of that. Yeah.
It's just get first dibs pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Like it gotta be a better way to do things because at some point you might end up killing off all the smaller companies in a way.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, AEW already kind of did.
Uh
So
huh.
WWE definitely did for a while, and then indies got better because WWE kind of sucked for a while, and the indies got a lot stronger. But even during that time period, WWE started like NXT UK and then
Yeah.
like destroyed all those indie companies uh in the UK and then just like left because of the pandemic. But like it's just they decimated that whole scene. Japan's been kind of trying to fight it a little bit because WWE was trying to start like to really put seeds over there. But I mean, if you look at AEW, it's like 80% huge people who are huge on indies at
Hmm.
one point. But like AEW existing kind of prevents WWE from just destroying everything, which is good. Um, I don't know. It is a weird situation. I wish there were three companies, to be honest, like three big
Hmm.
ones. I think that would really kind of prevent because I think AEW's gotten too many. They signed way too many people.
Yeah.
Um, but they will usually let people wrestle indies. It's just a weird. It's such a weird situation because if you look before WWE became WW, you mean F before Vince, the the whatchamacallits, when they had the territories, they would always trade wrestlers all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it looks like that's kind of happening, but then there's like weird politics or like people's feelings get hurt. I don't understand how you own a small company and talk shit about a family member of one of the bigger companies that's like giving you wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's just
It
like
give me
idiot.
exposure and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's just like dumb business. I don't know what the hell's wrong with that guy.
I don't know. Yeah, you say it don't. It doesn't make sense because you will hope to one day get to that level if you could, with your company. If you really truly care about
Oh,
your
that ain't
company,
happening. GCW that have you been GCW is fun, but there's no way. It's basically ECW, but in 2024. There's no
but
way that can.
I'm not percent, but as like this is a business in general, like the business model you want it to grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to do anything that's gonna hurt not only your pockets, but also you're hurting the people, your other wrestlers, probably your talent. So if your talent's on there seeing how you're moving, then they be like, man, like I can't. Why would I work for this dude? Now we might get less money because we can't get the proper exposure or whatever the case may be now.
Like losing Ricky Starks is really big. Like that
Yeah,
guy, like WWE people will hate on him until he goes to WWE, and then they'll think he's awesome. But like for GCW, having someone like that who's been a tag champ in AEW, had like really good matches with Bryan Danielson and CM Punk and stuff. Um, I, that's a big loss of
yeah.
someone that has like a big following. So I don't when I
I don't. Maybe
when I heard
Starks
he
is
was
just a
talking
man.
about Shad Khan, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, I, I don't know. Like, it's just idiotic. But
I don't know.
I
They
don't.
probably just thought he was like a vanilla midget and they didn't care. He left or not.
Well, he's a billionaire. I don't know. I usually wouldn't like. You said you have to have some like business sense if you're a billionaire, like because you'll eventually lose it. I don't know, but yeah, that's all I got for that.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna get my three count topic. It is the newly women's IC title in the Continental Championship that was debuted on Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna get to the things that I liked about it. I am happy that the women got a IC title on Raw, which is great. We've been waiting for it forever. I hate that it didn't get the same. publicity as the U.S. title did. Even though, because like even with the women's U.S. title, it was like a quick like 2 minute thing, right? And I mean that crown jewel title got a way bigger presentation than
Yeah,
both of the titles. But even with the IC title, like, oh man, earlier today. What you mean earlier today? You mean like 5 minutes before the show started? Y'all came out and said this? Like, why couldn't y'all do this during the show? Like, you had there's 5 minutes where you can debut this title and advertise it properly in front of everyone. Like cut back some of that stupid stuff that's taking all the time up and give the women's title a proper debuting.
like the War Raiders boring match.
Yeah,
That
like
match
that was
sucked.
for what? Like why didn't we need that match? They didn't even win. If we
I
had that up
know.
for like it didn't happen. You know, so we got that. We get all of these other like promos and segments and stuff like that. Even like I'm loving Damien. I'm loving Damien Priest and Gunther stuff, but that was too long. Like give me
It
a
was
minute or two back.
unnecessary, really. It
Yeah,
didn't. I don't think it added to the story at all.
no, give me 2 minutes back from that and put that to the IC title on to do it on during TV time, actual TV time, and I'm
Better
assuming
not.
they're gonna do another title, another tournament, but who? I don't know who the people are that can contend for the title on Raw that aren't already in a tag team per se. I mean, yes, you can split them up and put them on opposite sides. So you probably have like Curry Zane on one side of the bracket, that Cole Kai on the other side of the bracket.
I
You
think
still
that's what they're gonna do. Yeah.
we got three members of PFT.
No, that's all
They
right. We only need like one or two of them. We don't need all three.
so we got them, and so think about that. I also want to get your idea of who you think might be the first IC title champion. So your thoughts on the title debuting and who do you think would be the first champion?
I like that they added the title. I've seen some people complain about it, but like, oh, there's too many belts now. And I'm like, they got enough wrestlers that you need a mid card belt. Otherwise, you like if you want to take away the tag belts, I don't really care.
Yeah,
But the tag belts are for both brands and NXT, so I think having the tag belts is at the end of the world, in my opinion.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, you could have cut a little bit of a match. You could not have cut the Miz and Karrion Cross because that's like my
No,
favorite thing.
no,
That's
not at all.
like that was awesome, and the New Day thing was really good. Other than
Yes,
that, most of the episode was kind of not super important, really.
especially as a go home show, pretty much
Yeah,
in a way.
yeah, it was pretty weak to be
Yeah.
honest. Cause did what's his name? Did Solo come out again? I can't remember. No, he didn't, right?
No,
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 okay.
there was a need for him. Yeah,
So yeah, yeah, you just put it in the show. It's like an important thing. You would never
yeah.
treat any men's belt like that.
No,
There's no way they would ever do that.
the speed title gets more advertisement than those two titles have.
I mean, that one's still not been shown on TV though, which is a whole other thing. I don't know why that Candice LeRae can't wear that on TV.
But
Like, is
at
it?
least they mentioned it though, But like, I don't know,
Yeah,
man. It just feels like these titles are the stepchildren of the
well, they
titles now.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah, they like it feels like it because they are the stepchildren. That's um. But for the first person to win it, um, I think Lyra Valkyria
okay,
probably. Um, I would like Dakota Kai. She's just been hurt so much. I feel like it's a little
risky.
risky.
Yeah,
Um, I know that sounds bad, but it's like she's only wrestled like 4 months at a time. Um, I wish it would be her. I'd be totally cool with that. But I would
yeah,
say the one that they pushed the most, at least slightly, I would say would be Lyra Valkyria. I think that would make the most sense, especially if they have Chelsea win the other one.
yeah.
Um, so you have like a heel and a baby face. Um, if you have Io lose to Liv, then I feel like you got to have a baby face at the other one because I don't see Liv losing until
No,
Mania then, which is
no.
a choice for sure.
um, I will be cool with Shayna Baszler
Yeah,
only because there was something that we had talked about before who never really got the proper push. Um,
she's old
yeah,
too.
yeah, but she's still. I feel like she's still solid in that role, and maybe,
Oh yeah, she's solid. I just mean like she's not going to get that many opportunities. She's 44. I don't
yeah,
think she's going to wrestle to her 50s.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'll be cool with her getting it early, just to kind of set the tone and establish the title. And I think she'd be good at doing that. Not saying that Lyra wouldn't be, but I like the energy that Shayna Baszler puts out. You know, like I
Yeah.
saw a video, she was making a knife. She was making a whole knife. I'm like, yo, she was forging it and everything, like a straight like blacksmith. I'm like, man, like, yo, she is hardcore. Like, if there was like a apocalypse, a zombie apocalypse, or whatever, like Skynet became active, we say go to Shayna Baszler house, man. Like, she would protect us. You know, Shayna Baszler would be our queen. Um, no, man, I think I like her. I'll be cool with the Kai, but I do agree with you too with that. Like the injuries, um, make it a little risky to try to put it on her, you know. But if she can stay healthy, I think she's deserving of it. Outside of that, those three and EO,
Io's
I
two
can't
two
really,
above that, I think.
yeah, I can't see anyone else really, you know. Like
Roxanne
I know,
Perez, you could move Roxanne up and have her win it right away.
yeah. I know Marlon would probably pick the boat.
Natalia.
Yeah.
Dude, I was literally about to be like, oh, Marlon just texted me. He said he wants Natalia to win it. I was literally about to do the same thing.
So I know he wants the boat to win. Um, but yeah, man, I don't. Outside of those, like few, I just hope the tournament is good.
You
But
hope
I
it's
mean,
all
it's well,
triple threats?
yeah. So at least I guess I guess that's what it is. It's coming down to is it gonna be a battle royale
Oh,
or
dog.
six?
I think they said it's a tournament.
It's either a battle royale or 16 triple threat matches to determine who's gonna be the winner.
It's going to be triple threat matches, 100% chance. If it's a battle royale, oh my god, I will be I said this the last time. I would be super mad, but like this, honestly, yeah, I might just laugh. I would be like, yeah, well, that happened. Um,
Oh
because they
man,
did one recently when Rhea got hurt, so
yeah, the Becky Lynch one.
yeah, that was a choice. Becky could be a choice.
Yeah, yeah. Just come back. She's good in that role of making titles valid, you know,
She did
and
that
giving
in
us some credibility.
NXT recently.
Yeah, yep, she sure did, and she had a pretty decent run with that too. Yeah, I think any of those I would be cool with, honestly.
The
You got anything
Party
else?
Girls, Party Girls.
No, man, it's hard for me to be like, yo, you guys are like 3 for 11, like y'all can't really do any damage to anyone. Like I love their move set so much,
Their moveset's
but
cool.
but they fight everyone that's at least like 5'8". Everyone that they fight are at least a foot bigger than them.
No,
So
they're
it
not even
becomes
5'8", they're like 5'2", the people they're going against.
yeah.
They're just that short, dude. Io Sky's like 5'3".
So it's just crazy. I don't know, man. Like I want the best of them, but they gotta book them in a way to make them look like just dominant, and they gotta give them a better entrance. I'm over that. They got the CO2 cannon. Yeah,
I hate it. I hate it so much.
they need a better entrance too. On top of that, you can't have that cool move set and just have that entrance like that. Uh, and I know we about to get sidetracked real quick, But I need Carmelo Hayes to get some pyro. It's time for it for me.
Mm.
I think because he has the swagger, right? The where he has the swagger when he comes out, but it's still dull when he comes out. So I need a little more pizzazz for him. That have so much ego, that have that dull of an interest at times, it gets to me.
Have you seen the Orange Cassidy pyro?
Yeah.
It's just like the one thing. No, it's just like one's like, pook. Like it's like the most sad one ever. Um, I have to send you. I don't know if I sent it to you. There's a dude in Ring of Honor. He's like kind of a veteran guy, but they like as a joke, Brian Danielson had them do like all the pyro for this one guy just for a match he was gonna lose, and it was just like it was like going nuts, and he's like, "What the heck?" Like as it's going. They must have spent like a few $1,000s on pyro just for that a random Ring of Honor match. Oh, it was so good. I'll have to
Oh,
send that
man.
to you.
We got any more for 3 count?
Nah, I'm good on that.
All right. Actually, I get a 10 for 3. Let me grab my hat because I gotta get ready. About Jay Cargill,
All
the
right, I'm excited
the
for this,
the law and order case of Jay Cargill.
guys. If you liked the 3 count, if you agree with us, let us know. What you guys think about the IC title reveal before the show, and then in a short video montage.
All right. So you saw it just like I saw it. Doing the triple threat match between Bianca, Chelsea Green, and Blair Davenport, who's been MIA forever for some reason. I forgot that she still wrestled, but she was there. They cut to the back, and Jay Cargill is laid out on a hood of a car for some reason. And now we're all left to wonder what happened to Jade. Who took Jade out? Who parked that car conveniently at the dock and then pushed Jade off the dock into the car like that? Who went through all that trouble to do that to Jade Cargill? We have a number of suspects that we had to narrow down to. Could have been Nia Jax. Could have been Tiffany Stratton. Could have been anyone that was part of Team Live for War Games. I doubt it. I don't think it's any of those girls.
Mm-hmm. I agree so far.
Could it have been someone that is part of, I want to say Team Rhea, but in the War Games poster, you have Liv and Bianca back to back, which was interesting to me. So for this purpose, I'm just going to say Team Bianca. Could it have been someone on Team Bianca? I think so. I think it could have been Naomi. Naomi is long overdue for a character change. We've been feeling the glow has been around for a long time, and I don't think we are feeling the glow as we once did before. The
No.
twerking is there. I still like the twerking, but the glow doesn't shine as bright as it used to. And my reason behind that Naomi has done this is because she is jealous. Like most heel turns are, she is jealous of Jade and Bianca. She was Bianca's friend first. She was there with Bianca Belair. Came back, they embraced. All of a sudden, Jade Cargill comes into the scene, and now Jade has replaced Naomi. And for them to be the big three, like they were at WrestleMania, they don't really get classified as the big three.
Mm-mm.
It's always Jade and Bianca. How many matches recently? I mean, we've seen Naomi wrestle a little bit more frequently, but it's really about Jade and Bianca. It's the Jade and Bianca show. They got their own little hand gesture, the Wakanda Forever thing in the middle of the ring together. And it kind of just leaves Naomi in the shadows. And Naomi is tired of that. She's ready to turn. So she takes out Jade Cargill and possibly might want to step up to be Bianca's tag team partner. Yep. Until Jade comes back and like, you know who took me out? Naomi did. And then that starts that because I don't think we was going to get to Jade and Bianca at WrestleMania. it felt like they was teasing it, but I don't think that's something that we want to see anymore right now. Until we see a different side of Jade Cargill, to let us know that that match is something. When that match happens, I don't want it to be a dud. So if that means if it got to be some more work that got to be put in on Jade Cargill's part or whatever, I'm willing to wait to get that match.
What, to 2030? What are we waiting?
But so I got that Naomi has taken out Jade Cargill to get closer to Bianca Belair to eventually turn heel.
That's a pretty good theory. I think there's really only two people it could be. Um,
Bailey?
Naomi, yeah, or Bailey.
Yeah.
Bailey's is like too obvious, I think,
Yeah.
because she like joins after too.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be. It would be good if they had some shady evidence that makes it look like it's Bailey, even though it's not her. Like on Friday for SmackDown, I think that would be a good kind of thing. So there's
Oh
more
yeah.
animosity in the group.
Actually, I think Bailey is the best addition to the Women's War Games match because she's been into. I feel like she's been in at least three, right?
Yeah,
Definitely at
Io's
least
been
three.
in the most. Io's
Yeah.
been in like five.
So we got Bailey in there. I like the dynamic between Bailey and Bianca. You know, they have good chemistry together. And you have like Bianca hates Bailey. You know, and so she came out and helped Bianca too do some shady stuff. But hey, it's that time of the year.
Io's in the
So
group too.
yeah, that too. So I like that. I like that. I like the dynamic between EO and Bailey too as well. So that's cool. Um, but yeah, I got either one of those two. But also while I was thinking about the women's tag, we mentioned the tag team titles, how they could probably get rid of them, really if you really needed to. But man, what happened to the Meta Girls? What
Oh,
happened to them? They had the match at Crown Jewel, and then that was it.
yeah, they're on NXT again.
Yeah, and it's like they didn't get the shot back at Jade and Bianca for the titles, did they?
No. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't care if they do, but I
I mean for
like
the
them. I
yeah
just
for story purposes though, I thought that was kind of I don't know grooming them to kind of move up in a sense. I mean I know they might be still in a solid storyline in a group of stable down there in
they
NXT,
are
but
not in a good storyline on NXT right
you know,
now.
but even better than I like the interaction they was having with them. You
No,
know,
I thought they added a lot and they have really good charisma. Lash Legend has like a star quality for sure.
yeah.
Um
So, so I like that, and I even I liked a little bit. Not saying I would have enjoyed the match between Lash Legend and Jay Cargill, but the optics of the matchup, them two standing opposed
yeah.
to each other, nice, you know. And so I thought we would get to that, and so I like that. Maybe that too. Maybe they took her out, took Jay Cargill out, but I'm really going with Naomi.
Man, whoever put that car there definitely saved Jade's life because if that car wasn't there, she would have just landed on concrete and probably died.
See, at least they was thinking about her a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it was Triple H like he did to what's his name? Um Shawn Michaels.
Nah, you know
He,
what? The one thing I always when I think about wrestling is the plays always stay the same, but the players always change.
yeah.
So we see the same storylines all the time. It's just that different people are inputted into those storylines. So we just gotta narrow it down as like what storyline this is, and then we'll know who did
Yeah. Or it could have been Rikishi.
it.
Uh yeah, I don't know what they I heard Jade's hurt pretty bad.
That's what I heard too. Yeah, I heard that too, and I was thinking like, how? I
Dude,
wonder
I
if
was
he.
thinking that too. She must be wrestling house matches and we don't see him. Because I
Yeah,
was trying to figure out, I'm like, she blood her hip from a pump kick? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, I would hurt my hip from that, but I'm not, like, an athlete like her.
yeah.
So,
You're not built like She-Hulk, you know.
no. I almost broke both my shins yesterday in practice, though. They had us practicing doing the flip backwards over the rope like you do in the Rumble when someone's taking you out of
Yeah.
the thing. But you have to like let go as you're flipping over. But it's like kind of scary because you're like flipping backwards and you're like, oh, I'm gonna land on my ankle weird. And my arm got stuck, and then I just slammed on both of my shins on the corner of the ring. And I was like, oh, like I was just like rolling on the ground. Some other dude did it right after me. They're like, all right, we're done. We're done practicing this. We'll go to something else. And then I've just been like limping all day. It's terrible. And they both cut my shin. It cut my shin through my pants.
Oh wow.
Oh, dude, it was terrible. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Rest of
But
practice was fine though.
but yeah, man, if you guys enjoy that 10-4 theory, who you guys think took out Jade Cargill? Who could it be? Was it Naomi? Was it Bailey? Was it Meta Girls? Was it Rakishi?
I
Let us know.
maybe solo. Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, you got anything else for the show that you
No,
wanna
no, no.
bring?
I'm good. That's it.
Man, that's it for the show. Make sure you guys check out Survivor Series War Games. Well, I know you guys are. You guys got to. So we'll probably cover that next week. Hopefully Marlon will be back. Man, thank you guys for watching, tuning in, subscribing, checking out our shorts, checking out our reels, all our content and stuff like that, man. We're just trying to get to 500 subscribers. So make sure you guys give a Batista bomb to that subscribe button. Help us
Oh
get to
shoot.
500. And until next time, man, Ringside P, Wade, Marlon, who's not here, but we'll sign off on Marlon too. Till next time, guys. Adios.
Later.